So,
Yes?
we had an election.
You don't say.
We did?
Yes.
How did that go?
I don't know.
Look it up.
Oh no. Hold on. Let's see. 2024 election. Let's see. Oh, 312 to 226. Would you look at that? Well, anyway, so welcome to Kino Therapy. We're all gonna need it, and
Hopefully we'll still be on after
let's not
January
be
20th.
gloom. Let's not be gloom and doom. All right. I look forward to future incompetencies. That's what I look forward to.
More Jimmy Kimmel material and more Saturday Night Live material. So I'm looking at it.
How will the film industry be impacted by this? No one knows.
So anyway, Donald Trump is now our president-elect, which makes him the second person to be a non-consecutive termed presidency, making Grover Cleveland's one little factoid irrelevant.
Yeah.
Thanks, Donald Trump. So
yeah. Why'd you have to do that to my boy Cleveland?
So what else is
sad. I
world?
thought that was cool that it was just one person that ever did that. But sadly not.
Yeah.
Nope.
Now oh boy, now he's on now Trump is doing the transition team, so good for her. But unfortunately,
it took me a second to get that.
But unfortunately, we're getting he's announcing people in his cabinet. It's just a bunch of like warhawks and insane people.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like Mike Huckabee is the ambassador to Israel.
And Matt Gaetz is the attorney general.
Oh, you gotta. Oh, can't wait for.
I don't think that's gonna happen.
Can't wait for ebophilia to be legal now, thanks to Matt Gaetz. I don't actually. I hope that's not clipped out of context.
I hope not.
Well, that definitely won't be a clip where we make it a reel or a short.
Oh yes, thank you. And then probably the most insane pick, Robert Kennedy Jr. Who's going to head what is it? Health and
Human Services.
Health and Human Services.
Yeah,
oh boy. I can't wait for polio to make a comeback.
And the measles.
Who's ready for America to become the world's first fifth world nation? We're skipping fourth.
Make America sick again.
Yes, if everyone probably already knows this, but RFK Jr. has been running on a campaign called MAHA, or as it's actually known, Make America Healthy Again. What he says is that vaccines are detrimental to people's health. This is what I tried to do in Samoa. It did kill 83 people, but it will be worth it that we no longer have vaccines. I think that was the spot-on impression.
It was.
Personally.
And Alec Baldwin did that on SNL the other night.
He did. It was funny.
But not as good as Sarah Sherman as Matt Gaetz.
Yeah, that was funny. Very funny. I didn't know who it was for a second.
I didn't either. So that was funny.
Well, anyway,
I originally ran to be president, but I'll accept this position as well. I wanted to be a lot like my uncle, but unfortunately, the only thing I currently share with him is a hole in the brain.
Oh, jeez.
I can't believe he has literal brain worms, dude!
maybe we'll all get it too now.
We'll all die.
Maybe
But anyway,
maybe because of him, Trump will take away the one factoid from a president. What was it, Millard Fillmore, that died in office? No, it was Zachary Taylor. It was Zachary Taylor's one factoid that he died from drinking bad milk.
yeah,
He's gonna bring back raw milk.
Yeah.
But anyway,
I heard about that yesterday.
I feel like all election talk will probably be a little
quieter.
Well, it'll be a little distressing for some people still, so it'll be like a bit too much to handle. So this has been one insane cycle. Is probably the most insane election cycle I have ever seen.
It probably will ever see.
The fact that the incumbent just dropped out and then the vice president took their place. The fact that Donald Trump just talked about Arnold Palmer's penis.
Oh, yeah.
That?
And did that thing to the microphone.
Oh my god. And that he just had a thing where he just stood up there for half hour and just swayed to music. It is insane. It was insane.
Literally.
But hopefully the next 4 years, if I'm assuming we'll hopefully still be around. No, not because of Trump, but just we'll still be around recording, that you use us as an escape from whatever crazy, cuckoo, stupid things that happen that make you mad. Hopefully use us as an avenue to listen to.
Let us be mad for you. We should call ourselves the Schadenfreude therapy.
Mm-hmm. The hold your hand, it's gonna be okay, sweetie. Podcast.
Yes. So, like I was saying, enough about election news. That is old hat probably at this point. But we have some other news to tell you.
Yes. Go ahead.
About our co-host Benjamin.
Yes.
If you recall. He will. We're not saying that he's never going to be on, but he won't be on in the foreseeable future.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
He's taking a break. Yes.
He's very busy with his work.
Yes.
Yes. He said he's taking some time off to prepare. He said he is going on a DC trip on January 6th. No, just kidding. Okay, I'm now taking it away from politics. I'm taking it away from, but yeah, a little joke.
I thought you were gonna say our dearly departed Ben. I'm like, wait, he didn't die.
No. I wasn't gonna do that. No. Well, he's no longer in the podcast for the moment.
Yes.
Yeah, it doesn't mean he'll never be on again.
Yeah. Just for now, it's just gonna be the three of us.
Yeah, his work schedule is shit. I don't know why.
It really is. I feel bad.
Yes, it's horrible. Like, he only had one day off a week, and
then it keeps changing.
Or like he would have 3 days off during the week, but have to work like all weekend, and like, yeah.
Yeah, no, I would hate that.
And didn't someone like at his work recently quit?
Yes, I think so.
And that really fucked everything over.
Yeah, yes. And he like was, and I think the guy was like yelling and stuff.
Ooh.
Jackass.
But yeah,
But
Ben, if you're listening, thank you. You're always welcome to come back on with us.
Yes.
So yes, we'll leave it at that.
Yeah, maybe we should also see if we can get a lot more guests on. If you listen to the last pod, we did have our friend Peter on
Yes, we did.
as a guest co-host.
Yes.
Yeah, I actually was thinking about that with guests we could have on.
Yes,
I think
definitely.
I'm thinking of a few people at the top of my head.
Definitely. There's our friend Mike, our friend
Yes.
our friend Sean.
Mm-hmm.
As well
One
as
of my relatives actually might want to come on.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So we'll
But anyway,
see.
we will all be with you in any trying times to talk about movies and or sports.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. We don't have much to talk about with sports today, but
Yeah.
Oh,
Segueing to Alex. Any sports news?
No sports related news?
well, not really big ones.
Oh,
The
Alex, there
Chiefs.
was one thing I wanted to ask you about today. That the Giants are going to go with Tommy DeVito again.
Yes, that's right.
Isn't he like the mama's boy that like his mom like makes him Italian food and like
Yes.
he's like still lives with his parents?
Yep, that's him. And they gave Daniel Jones like a big ass contract, and he sucks. That's all
And
they're. That's all.
they benched
Yeah.
him. Yeah.
Oh, and the Chiefs are no longer undefeated. Thank God.
Right. And the Rams might actually make the playoffs now because of us, the Patriots.
Yes. That
Who's
was
the
a good
worst
game
team?
overall, though.
It was, yeah. I watched the last quarter.
So, what was your question?
Who's the worst team in the league?
Uh, Either the Jets, the Giants, or the Titans.
Oh yeah.
The Jets are
And yet
terrible.
we lost to the Jets and the Titans this year.
Yes.
Well, the thing is, when they beat us, they still had a little bit of hope for a season, but
Yeah, but then we beat the Jets the second time around.
right.
Oh, and then the stupid Dodgers won the World Series. I don't think I mentioned that ever.
Oh yeah, that happened.
Well, at least it wasn't the Yankees. I can tell you. I can just say that much.
Yeah, the Yankees got creamed
Did they win any games in that or?
once.
Oh,
They
okay.
won Game 4.
And the Celtics are doing pretty good so far this year.
Yeah, they're playing the Cleveland Cavaliers, who are 15-0, I think.
I did not know that about them. Yeah.
So they're going to be if they. So yeah, we're playing an undefeated team tomorrow. So we could hand them their first loss of the season, and
Yes. Hope.
I think they're home too. But they have played some bad teams, the Cleveland Cavaliers. So we'll see. I'll probably try to watch. It's also part of that stupid NBA Cup thing that they do now.
I think that's what. I think that's what they're playing the Cavaliers in tomorrow. Is that?
Yeah, but I think it's every Tuesday and Saturday they do that.
Why? That's so dumb.
It's just so people care about the regular season, and it's basically like how are you guys familiar with soccer? How they have these like tournaments in the middle of the season?
Yeah. Is it like that?
Yeah, it is. It's really stupid. I think it's just for people to care about the regular season because there's been a lot of unless you go to the ratings have been down for the first half of the season. At least then after the All-Star game, it ticks up a little bit, and then it obviously is up with the playoffs. So yeah, that's why they have it to boost ratings and money.
Right. I think the reason it picks up after the All-Star game is because that's when the NFL season ends as well.
Money.
Yeah, probably. And yeah, I would say yeah, because the NFL season's wrapped up by then.
But yeah, not much else is going on in the sports. Oh, the Bengals are 4-7, even though they're not that bad.
Do you think they'll make the playoffs?
I don't know. It's going to be interesting when they have Baltimore and Pittsburgh.
Left on their schedule?
Well, in their division, I should say.
I know that'd be interesting if three of them. I mean, probably at this point, I don't think.
It
I
has
think
happened, though, where 3 teams in the same division go to the playoffs. It has happened.
it happened with the AFC East, and we weren't the ones that made the playoffs. Oh no, wait, no, we did make it, but we lost in the first round. I think that was the year that the Patriots played the Cleveland Browns in the playoffs, and Bill Belichick was coaching the Browns.
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
That
See,
season, 3 out of 4 of the teams in our division made the playoffs, and we were, I think, the third team.
and I think that was at the time when there were 5 teams in that division instead of 4.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah, so
It'll-
interesting. It's crazy that the season's like 70% over.
And I'm about to go 8-3 in fantasy, so there's that.
I'm about to go 7-4. I got killed this week. I might have to readjust my lineup, but 7-4, I'd still be like second in my division.
Yes, that's good.
Mm-hmm. So yeah.
Yeah. What's next?
Do you want to talk about Anora?
Oh yeah, so we have a movie about a prostitute.
Okay, that's not a way to just introduce the Anora.
And it's not and it's not Pretty Woman 2, folks.
Yeah, no, the one where it said it makes Pretty Woman look like a Disney movie. It is a Disney movie.
Right, but I mean, it is a Disney movie, but then like Matt said, at least the joke, like, it kind of makes sense.
The point of that thing that is describing the movie is saying it make whatever. It's
Matt doesn't care.
It was just stupid because it actually is a Disney movie, but I get what the joke was going for.
But yeah, so basically it's this movie with Mikey Madison.
From Once Upon a Time in Hollywood and Scream 5.
She's basically a prostitute and she marries this Russian guy. And basically when the Russian parents find out, they try to get the marriage annulled, and basically shit just goes crazy. I was saying to Matt that when Tauros, what was your thing about Tauros?
yeah, the Armenian, because they keep on saying calling him an Armenian fuck. So I'm like, so you're like Tauros, and I was like, oh, that Armenian fuck.
It just felt like
I shouldn't actually say that, but you know that was in the context of the movie.
It just felt like
this movie, the latest film directed by Sean Baker.
Yes, who did Red Rocket and The Florida Project and Tangerine.
So this film is film about a prostitute as well within his sort of milieu.
Yes.
And Matt, you and I pulled an Alex and Zack. You and I started on the same day, but didn't see with each other.
Yeah, I think I told Alex this, but I noticed that, and I'm like, shit!
It's me,
now
and you did it, me and Alex.
Yeah, and then I was like, damn it, now everyone that follows us is going to think, like, we watched it together, or you know, something like that.
It seems like a movie we would see together, actually.
Yes, it does.
You know, every time I see, like, 2 people log the same film on Letterboxd together at the same time, I'm either like, they either saw it together, or they're fucking.
Oh,
Either one.
anyway,
But
sorry
I
to
guess
interrupt you, Alex.
But sometimes it's a coincidence.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that time it was just the second one.
But anyway, sorry, Alex.
I will say this, that it's better than Red Rocket, but not by much.
Is it his best film?
The Florida Project still is, I think.
Although narratively, I think this is his most cohesive film narratively.
Yes, it is.
Where Florida Project is way more like a slice of life moments.
Yeah.
In life.
And I think Red Rocket
only in the third act does it kind of like become a sort of narrative thing in the Florida Project. Whereas this one, it's like a lot more standard.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly. I will say though that the movie was very well put together. I think when the second act came around, I really liked like what they did with that, and just they have to go find Ivan.
Yeah, they did not make that. They did not make that obvious in the trailer.
That's what I said. They only showed like the first half of the movie in the trailer.
Oh yeah, we talked about that, you and me. Yeah.
Yeah. And I think they did a really good job of that, because if they showed any more than the first half, I probably like would have known what was going to happen before it happened.
Mm-hmm.
But in terms of like the plot itself, I thought it was very well put together. Ivan's mom was a bitch. I will say that.
Yeah, but then she got her comeuppance at the end.
No spoilers.
She had her husband laughed at her.
Yes.
But we won't say why, because we want you all to go out and see the movie. No spoilers.
Yeah.
And then after the first half of the movie, there's basically no extensive sex scenes for the rest of the movie.
Yeah, so
like The Room.
I wouldn't say this film. That's a weird comparison. I wouldn't say that this film is one you should bring children to. There's a lot of nudity and sex scenes. It's a film about a sex worker and exotic dancer.
I thought there would be more drug use.
Named Anora. Well, actually, she goes by Annie.
Yeah.
But the thing is, all of that is in like the first half of the movie. Kind of like Babylon, where it's like all the shit happens in the first 30 minutes.
Thing is, I feel like that tends. When I was a kid, and my mom used to bring this up to me, when we would watch, not a kid, like a teenager in high school, when we would sometimes watch those like profanity like comedies, or like those stupid like R-rated comedies, like the first half hour is so crazy with like a bunch of swearing and like inappropriate things, and then the rest of the movie just feels like just a regular movie. Like, I don't know if that's like a hook to get people in or what, but
and that's definitely what Anora did, and I applaud the director for that.
Yeah, it wasn't like super in your face as opposed to other R-rated movies I've seen where it's like so much swearing and profanity and craziness at the beginning. I believe that it wasn't like it was still like obvious, but it wasn't like in your face like, oh look it, we're doing crazy shit.
Right. The other thing is this movie, because his last two movies were A24 movies. This one was actually made by Neon.
Now, did Neon just win the bidding war, Matt?
Probably.
So I beat A24.
But I'm starting to sense that Neon's kind of becoming a second coming of A24. But
even though it's been around longer, right? Or has it not been around that? Actually,
it's been around the same amount of time as that.
Yeah, I don't know why I felt like it was older for some reason.
Yeah, I think it's only a few years. It came out like a few years after A24. So,
I
but it
saw that.
looks
I think it was co-founded by the founder of Alamo Drafthouse. I was reading about that.
yeah, because the early on their movies were distributed by Universal, and now they're not. So,
Hmm. Matt, what did you think of the movie?
Very good.
yes.
I enjoyed it.
I really
Uh,
enjoyed it too.
yeah,
Oh, go ahead. Yeah,
there's
give us your thoughts.
not really a dull moment in the film. And like always, I drank too much coffee, and I'm like trying to find like, oh, when's the proper moment to go to the bathroom? But I'm like just fixated on the screen, and I'm like, oh no,
Oh,
I
because
don't
the
want to
movie was a
leave.
little over. Because the movie was a little over 2 hours. I get that.
Yeah. But at some points, I'm like not feeling it. Only the bladder does.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, I had to go too when I saw it. Like, but more so like, well, not as much as you, Matt. But like the last like 20 minutes, half hour, I was like, all right, I really need to pee.
Now,
Yeah.
a movie is only really long to me if I have to go to the bathroom 3 times during it.
So you didn't go at all. You stayed.
No, I had to go to the bathroom during this one.
All right.
And
So
it was fun.
basically,
There was times in their search for Ivan that I would say was a good opportunity.
there's just times where you gotta find. I didn't go to the bathroom during this movie, so I don't know what parts you guys missed.
I didn't.
So,
I actually I stayed. I sucked it up and stayed.
I
No,
It,
ate.
it didn't. It didn't kick in
I
for me
can't
till towards the end.
I can't do that. I can't really hold it for that long. Not since Six Flags 2013.
Oh gosh. Oh, now you're gonna tell us what happened.
Uh, did I not
No,
say
no, you
this
don't. You know, we
story?
could figure it out. We could figure it out.
Have
Tell us
I talked
off.
about this story in on a pod?
I don't
I don't think so. I don't
remember.
know if you ever even talked about it in our group.
Okay. So I forget if it was 2012 or 2013. It might have been 2012. So
But
anyway,
around that time,
it was in high school. And for our science class, we were going to go to Six Flags, which is about from the town where my high school was to Six Flags. I think it was about an hour and a half or 2 hours drive. So,
okay.
and I mean, it's Six Flags. You got roller coasters and rides and stuff like that. So I was very
Roller coasters
excited.
and shit.
Yeah, roller coasters and shit, food and all that.
Shit.
It would have been a fun time. But uh, the day before the trip, I felt a little tickle in the back of the throat, and I'm like, oh, this could only mean one thing. I might be getting sick. So I'm like, nah, it'll be fine. I'm not gonna be sick. And then I wake up and I'm sick. It's a sore throat. Shit.
Oh.
And I'm like, oh well, I could stick it up. I don't want to miss this trip. So I go to school with a big pocket full of mints, full of gum, peppermint gum, and cough drops. Of course, I don't want to eat too many cough drops because that'll go right through you, and when it gets to the other end, it's not very fun.
Mm-hmm.
And also, I go to the nurse before going on the trip, and she says just drink plenty of water. So I drink some water, but I go to the bathroom before going on. But by the time we leave, we're about a minute into the trip or something like that. Then I'm like, oh, I have to go again. What I didn't know, we're not stopping. I have to stick it out the whole trip. About an hour and a half or 2 hours, just holding it in. I might have ruined my bladder. I'm not entirely sure, but I think I might have ruined my bladder because of this.
You think so?
Maybe. I'm not entirely 100% on that. It was probably the worst feeling ever, having to hold it for that long. And it's like, there's people here. I don't want to like pee in a bottle or something like that on the bus. I don't want to do that.
Like those Amazon workers?
Yeah, those poor Amazon workers. I don't want to do that. I want privacy. I don't want anything like that. So I just have to hold it in, and everything was. I call my parents to say, "Oh, this is awful," stuff like that. And you're like, "Oh, you just have to suck it up. Call us when you get there." It turns out that the bus just had to park on the fucking farthest side of the parking lot, so far away from the entrance, and the entrance is like uphill. You gotta like go on a slight incline, and I'm like, fuck, I hate this. This is bullshit. I can barely walk. So once we get in and I give them the tickets and all of that, I'm just running, trying to go through this crowd of people, trying to find the bathroom. And I get simultaneously, I get a call from my mom, I get a call from my dad, and I fucking get a call from my brother. I'm like, no, I'm not answering this. I have to piss. It was the most, how sometimes going to the bathroom can be relaxing? It's like, oh, you're releasing all of this. It was the most uncomfortable piss I've ever had.
Oh gosh.
Oh man.
Anyway,
But
Do you
yeah.
enjoy the rest of the day at least?
for the most part, although we had partners and stuff like that, and I thought one of the partners went missing, or right before we were about to leave, and I was frantically looking around for him, and but he was there, and then we found them. So I was other than that was fine.
Well, anyway, glad you were okay.
Yeah.
Do we have anything else we want to say about this movie, though? Or
I
yes,
really liked
Anora.
it.
Shit, sorry, we were talking about
That's
Anora.
Oh yeah,
Really
but I'll
good,
give my brief thoughts.
really good movie. With a lot of like I said, not a dull moment. Very fun, funny moments. At times kind of very jubilant, but like at other times like just like insane.
yeah.
It's exactly what I expect from a Sean Baker film. And I expect it to win some awards in the future. Who knows?
But I don't think that
Some
the
little
problem.
golden men, perhaps.
Perhaps.
I'm hoping it gets awards love because Red Rocket did not, and I'm still petty about that. But
Oh,
It
what
was
was the
probably just
guy?
too much for them.
What was the guy's name? Igor,
Mm-hmm.
or was
is
it
it
pronounced
Igor?
Igor?
Igor. They told me it was Igor. Well, they were
But I
wrong then, weren't they?
I knew you would
Frankenstein.
like that inside joke.
I
Yeah.
thought it was Frankenstein.
I really liked the movie. I I saw it with one of a friend I don't usually hang out with that much, and he brought up that he really liked how the movie goes from when Ivan goes missing and how it's like the genre changes a little bit.
Yeah, that's what I meant when I said it felt like a whole new movie.
Yeah, like the genre change. It was the most, at least most obvious genre change for me since probably Parasite.
I gotta rewatch Parasite. I
Yeah,
forget.
so
Yeah, Parasite is such a good movie. I gotta
like how
rewatch it.
that's kind of a comedy like this movie, and then it just becomes more serious. Although this was more, it was less serious than Parasite, the second half. But I liked the dark humor in the movie. I wasn't expecting that. I thought Mikey Madsen was really good in it. Um, I would say though, I thought Ivan was a little annoying.
Yeah,
Well,
you
yeah,
mentioned.
he's supposed to be a little,
But I
little fuck.
but I understand why he was.
Yeah,
and
he's
I
supposed to be a
also
little bitch. Little
I also
bitch
thought
boy. Sorry. I'm
I
taking it a little
also
too far.
I know you are. That's all right. And I also thought the ending could have been a little better, but I'm not going to spoil the ending. What I thought there wasn't a lot of finality. Sorry.
I think so. To not spoil the ending too much for those of
Yeah.
us
Yeah,
listening
that's as
who
much as I'll
haven't
say.
watched it, I feel like it's this one that you think about. Like it wasn't as bombastic as the rest of the movie, obviously, which is why I feel like it doesn't stand out too much. But I think it's one that if you think about it, especially in the context of the rest of the movie and with the Norse character and all that, that it does kind of stick with you thinking wise. I don't know. That's
Mhm.
just me. Go watch it yourself. Find go to your local listings, the local theaters, see if they have Anora. Go out and watch it, and you'll have a fun time.
Yeah, I'm
Yes.
glad. Yeah, and we all agree that we liked it. And yeah, it's doing well commercially and reviews wise, critically. So
It is. I think it's doing better than both Red Rocket and the Florida Project, but I could be wrong on that.
You are not wrong. It is currently his most highest money making movie, or an MMM for short.
I think that the advertisements and the campaign to advertise it was probably the best of his movies. I think.
Yes, definitely.
What also won the Palme d'Or, right, Matt?
Yeah, won to the Palme d'Or, one of the most prestigious film festival awards in
And the
Europe
and the
at
first
at
American
the
movie to
Cannes
do
Film
that
Festival.
since
The first American movie to do that since. I'm trying to think of Palme d'Or
2011.
winners. 2011. Oh, the Tree of Life.
Yes, you got it.
Hmm. I wouldn't have
Now,
guessed that.
yeah, I didn't
I
know
I
that either.
I kind of know like a couple of Palme d'Or winners. Uh, some by heart, but not a lot of them.
Fair enough.
There's obviously ones that you'll know immediately, like Taxi Driver, or I think Apocalypse Now shared it with another movie.
Hmm.
Um, was it The Tin Drum?
I think so.
Yes. Pulp Fiction's another one that won the Palme d'Or.
It's interesting that since what you call it, I feel like since the pandemic, we've been seeing the Palme d'Or winners. A lot of them recently have been nominated for Best Picture, which I think is interesting.
Yeah, a lot in the last. Okay, so Parasite won the Palme d'Or.
Yep.
There wasn't a Cannes Film Festival in 2020, obviously, although they put
No.
out the lineup of some films that would have gone to the Cannes Film Festival that year
Oh,
if
that was fun.
competed.
You, me, and our other friend Mike. We watched some of those on our own. I think.
Yeah. And then the Oscars didn't nominate Titane for Best Picture because obviously that film is too wild for them. But they nominated Triangle of Sadness and Anatomy of a Fall, which both won the Palme d'Ors in their respective years.
So I'm assuming Anora would happen to, then that'd be 3 years in a row. So I feel like that's probably gonna be close to a record. I would think.
Probably. There haven't been too many Best Picture Palme d'Or winners. There have only been 3, if I recall,
Mm-hmm.
which have been actually, Zach, can you name them?
Yes. The Lost Weekend, Marty, and Parasite.
He's got it.
Yes.
Nice.
Speaking of movies that are critically acclaimed, or at least early critically acclaimed, that also could get awards buzz this year, are the two giants that are coming out this weekend: Gladiator 2 and Wicked, also
Yes.
known as Glicked.
Oh gosh. Oh my
Sorry,
god.
Matt. I won't say it again.
Okay, we need to. Okay, I'm gonna put this out to everyone else listening.
Yeah, service
We need
announcement.
we need to stop with this romantic coupling names for just 2 movies that are coming out in the same day. They didn't do this back in '82 for Blade Runner and The Thing. Thing Runner. They didn't do that.
It only started
Right?
year with Barbie and Oppenheimer.
No, yeah,
That
it
was-
started.
this
It
is
started
more
with Barbenheimer.
Well, this is more forced than Barbenheimer just became a thing of its own.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Barbenheimer works. It was natural. It started online, and then it's just kind of seeped into the culture. It started from the bottom up. It wasn't too much of a.
Started from the bottom, now we're here.
Okay.
But anyway,
Sorry, go ahead.
It didn't start as like a explicit like marketing ploy. It was a like, you know, just normal like word of mouth kind of thing. But just online, obviously. But it was this thing, and it works. Barbenheimer. It's got Barb, which is Barbie, and then it's got Enheimer,
for
like
Oppenheimer.
Oppenheimer. So it kind of, I don't know, that works. And there wasn't like a secondary thing, or people weren't trying to do like an alternative name. No, it was Barbenheimer, and people stuck with it. And that was the whole thing for the whole year, in which people were talking about this one particular time in which these 2 movies were coming out on a specific day, and the whole hype was around it. And people have tried it for so many movies, of 2 movies that were coming out in the same day, and it hasn't worked. Stop with this, like,
What was the first one they did it with? Was it Five Nights at Freddy's? And that what was the other movie that came out that weekend?
Oh fuck! Was it Killers of the Flower Moon?
ew. No, I don't want them to. No, it wasn't. But I wouldn't
I'll
want
look
them
it
to do
up.
like a Killers of the
Hey,
Flower
Yeah,
Moon,
because I can't
Five
think.
Nights at Freddy's thing. That would be.
There was
Yeah.
this really weird one that they tried to do. Oh, I know what it was. It was Paw Patrol and Saw. That's what it. That's what it was.
Oh,
Yeah,
it wasn't. It wasn't Five Nights at Freddy's.
Yeah,
It
nothing.
wasn't. It was
Nothing
Paw
else.
Patrol and Saw, and Saw X.
So bizarre.
Yeah, these will not come about naturally. That came about naturally, but nothing else will. Okay, we need
Mm-hmm.
to stop it. That's nothing on the Wicked Gladiator being Gladiator 2 being together. Nothing on that or anything like that. This is just my opinion. We don't need a Bradgelina or a Benifer for every single 2 movies coming out in the same day.
Fair
Now,
enough.
Matt,
That's all I'm saying.
now, Matt, would you be okay with if there was another situation like Barbenheimer where it came naturally and not forced? Would you be okay with that?
If it felt naturally, but I feel like people are trying to make Glicked a thing. Stop trying to make Glicked a thing. Like Fetch.
Right
Okay?
on, right on, Gretchen Wieners, right on.
Jesus Christ.
But anyway, so I wanted to bring up how these 2 big movies this weekend are very different, but also I thought it was interesting how, and Matt can probably speak to this, that both come from genres that are probably some of the oldest genres in Hollywood. We have sword and sandal genre, and we also have the musical genre. So I wanted to ask you both, what are your favorite sword and sandal movies, and what are your favorite musical movies?
Okay. Sword and Sandals. I'll have to think about that one.
Yeah, that one's kind of like a harder one, but
Musicals. Okay. One, I'll say, because I just watched a movie from this director about a week ago. La La Land is one of my favorite.
Hmm.
Whiplash is obviously not a musical, but La La Land is one of the best ones I've seen that have come out in the past decade. Let's see, what else? See, I don't see that many of those. I liked Steven Spielberg's West Side Story.
Yeah, that was good.
In the Heights was another really good one.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I know I'm talking about more recent ones, but those are just ones that come to my mind.
Mm-hmm.
Well, list
But-
my favorite musicals.
Yeah.
go-
Then I'll list mine. Then
Um,
we'll do Sword and Sandal.
Man, I guess a lot of them are just like the sort of ordinary standard, like, oh, what's your favorite musical? I like Singing in the Rain.
Mm-hmm.
yes, that's a great one.
It's a great one.
One of the best of all time, according to some.
I like what else? There's the demi film, Young Girls of Rushford.
Mm-hmm. So what about
It's a good one.
Hedwig?
Hedwig is also a really good one. Hedwig and the Angry Inch.
Mm.
You want to talk about another like queer musical about Rocky Horror.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say that
and
one.
then
Yeah.
and then I want to rewatch. I gotta rewatch Phantom of the Paradise too.
Yeah, I meant to watch that for Halloween, but it wasn't streaming anywhere that I had.
Oh, that's annoying.
So I might watch it next year.
Yes. Obviously with Wicked, Wizard of Oz is also a musical.
Which, by the way, Judy Garland's daughter saw Wicked, and she said it was really good, and she said it honored the 1939 movie well.
Oh, yeah.
If that's the case, I will trust the opinion of Liza Minnelli.
Yeah, I think it
Yes.
was the other daughter.
Oh, it was the other daughter? Oh,
What's
I
her
guess I
name?
assumed it was Liza Minnelli.
No, you're fine. Oh my God, what's her name? It's freaking Lorna
Ari-
Luft.
Oh,
Lorna
I thought
Luft.
I thought you were talking about Ariana Grande for some reason. I don't know why.
You know, she had Lorna Luft and Joey Luft with her third husband, Sidney Luft. She had Liza Minnelli with her second husband, Vincent Minnelli. But I'm sure Liza Minnelli probably would say something nice about it too, I would assume. If her sister
Lucille,
liked it, she'll probably like it.
Lucille too.
Any others, Matt?
Let me think. If we want to include it, we could include A Hard Day's Night because the songs
Yeah,
were
most people
made for the
consider that a
movie.
musical.
Yeah,
It's like quirkiness
and
and stuff.
I really like, if we're talking about Liza Minnelli, I liked Cabaret.
I still got to see that. I might watch that
Money.
before I go see Wicked. We'll see.
Money. Money.
But,
Money makes the world go round.
Go around.
here's the question: when people watch these movies, how would they watch it? Do they watch Wicked and then Gladiator, or the other way around?
Oh yeah, because you guys did. I didn't do this, but you guys did what? You did
We did
Oppenheimer, then
Oppenheimer.
Barbie.
Yeah, we did Oppenheimer, then Barbie. How did you do it?
Yeah, we
Oh,
did Shot and then
I did
Chaser.
Oppenheimer, and then I did Barbie, but I did Barbie like a few days after Oppenheimer.
oh, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, we did Shot and then Chaser.
So what would you do this time? Would you do Broom and Sword or Sword and Broom?
I'd say because I did it the other way around a year ago. Room then sword.
Matt,
That's
if you
feel
saw
like-
them on the same day, which one would you rather see first?
I'd probably watch Wicked and then Gladiator. Yeah.
Yeah, like flip it from last time. I would say the same thing.
Yeah. Speaking
My
of Sword
favorite
and Sandals,
yeah.
I don't know if I watched too many.
yeah.
I've
So
watched
can you give
a
an
little bit more
example?
than you guys, but yeah. What are your favorite Sword and Sandals? And I'll just say both of my genres after.
Ben
Can you
Hur
give
is great.
an example because I'm trying to think of one.
Well, the original Gladiator. I don't know if you like 300.
Oh yeah, stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah. I guess you could. I would accept if you said Braveheart. That'd be fine.
I've never seen Braveheart, so
The 50s Ben Hur is the only one that comes to my mind.
same
Well,
with
maybe I guess. How about historical movies? I guess.
Right,
I know that's different, but like historical is like movies set during like the American Revolution, the Civil War, any of the World Wars, war movies.
You know what one I really liked? It has you guys have probably seen this. It has Matthew Broderick, Denzel Washington, Morgan Freeman, Andre Braugher.
Oh, I knew one of you guys was gonna say that.
Glory. That's a really good
Yes.
one.
I forgot Andre Brower was in that.
Yes,
He must have been freaking really young.
Yes, he was. Well, so was Matthew Broderick, if you think about it.
Mm-hmm. Matt, what about you? What's a historical movie that comes to your mind that you really like?
Movie that I really like.
Mm-hmm.
Now we're just doing like it's like a
Set
lot
during
more.
a historical time period.
So
Like
there's
this one's set
this is
during this one set. I'm assuming Gladiator 2 was set towards the end of the Roman Empire.
I actually don't know.
Like it's like right before, maybe not right before, but it's like 100 years before it falls. Although I don't know.
But what was the original one? I forget.
When there was cracks in the Roman Empire, there was some. It was starting to. We saw the beginnings of the end of the Roman Empire, the decline.
Because I gotta rewatch the original before I see that. Because it's been a few years.
Yeah, I saw the original not too long ago, so I'm probably all set. Oh, I think
Mr. I've seen every Best Picture winner.
Yes, I have.
Well, it's been. I watched it in 2020, so I think I need a refresher, honestly. But here's the thing: does it feel forced that it comes out 25 years after the original? That's where we want it. That's what I'm thinking. Is it something that feels forced?
Well, remember when we've gone on?
Did it get delayed from the strikes?
Remember when we talked about movies and how long between the wait of?
Oh yeah, that was the topic.
Sequels?
Yeah.
What was the longest one between Bambi and Bambi 2?
That was the longest one.
I think it was.
It was. I think second might be the Mary Poppins movies.
I mean, at least the Gladiator one, it's only, 25 years, but...
Yeah, that did take a while.
I feel like that's becoming a trend, because we just did it with... Because that just happened with Beetlejuice. And...
Yes, there's been a trend since, like, Top Gun Maverick.
Yes.
And before that, I guess The Force Awakens, technically.
Yeah,
that was a sequel to 30-year-old. It was a sequel to Return of the Jedi from '83.
Oh yes, not Revenge of the Sith. Yes.
No. That was like 10 years, I think.
Yeah, I always forget about how you watch those.
Yeah, someone should make a sequel to like a movie that's been out went out 80 years ago.
Well, they were going to do a sequel to It's a Wonderful Life, but they canceled that. Now they're doing this like all black remake of it, I think.
That's interesting.
Yeah. So Matt, any historical movies?
I can't think of any off the top of my head.
Gandhi?
Particularly in the time period of we're gonna talk about with Gladiator 2. So, but
no worries. I know it's a little harder.
Other time periods, like we're gonna talk about the American West. There's a lot of westerns that I really like.
Mm-hmm.
You want to talk about like what's a time period? Think of a time period.
I'm trying to think of ones that you would really like, Matt. Maybe like the Great Depression or the Holocaust.
So Great Depression.
Like Cinderella Man.
Cinderella Man.
I almost watched that one, but then I was like, oh, it's Ron Howard. I don't want him seeing Allah.
Oh, because of his recent his last feature film narrative foray biopic on future Vice President JD Vance.
Oh, Matt, the Zone of Interest. You really liked that.
Zone of Interest. I liked that from last year. Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like you like that time period for some reason. I don't know why.
Mm.
Like the 30s and 40s,
The Holocaust.
the rise of communism and like Stalinism, I guess.
Actually, I haven't
Well,
seen too many
obviously,
movies like
if
that.
you want to really get technical, Schindler's List is like the best movie in that category.
Yeah, I guess I was thinking that you like that learning about that period of history.
Mm. What would
So
my favorite Great Depression movie be? Night of the Hunter,
maybe
since it takes place in that period.
that'd be a good one, and that wasn't too far removed from that era either. So that's interesting.
Yeah.
Those are good ones.
So Western, like, you want to talk about the American West, you talk about Leone, you want to talk about
John
medieval
Ford.
Japan, you could talk about Kurosawa.
Oh yes.
What else? Want to talk about 18th century Europe? There's like Amadeus. World War One, like Lawrence of Arabia.
Hmm.
Stuff like that.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's a lot more. There have been so many movies that take place in all corners of history, from the earliest parts of history,
With year one.
like unrecorded history.
Year
No,
one.
not year one, not year one.
I'm sorry, that was good.
From unrecorded history, like with one that comes to mind is Quest of Fire,
Ooh.
to all the way to now, with a lot of current modern day movies, all about like a specific period in time. So you got so many films talking about specific periods within history. Of course, not all movies take place during specific periods of history, but there are ones that stand out a lot, like what we've got here, which takes place in ancient Rome. We've got so many movies that take place during biblical times, for example.
Mm-hmm. And TV shows too, like that popular The Chosen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Ten Commandments.
Mm-hmm. Excellent movie.
Hell, nowadays we're getting movies that are set like 10 years before. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like
Where
the
the
recent movie
time
we like the
period is
recent
like,
movie we live like the recent movie We Live in Time.
Oh yeah.
like, think about how Uncut Gems, which came out in 2019, takes place in what, 2011?
Yeah, around that. Yeah.
A very specific time period.
Yeah, I feel like we used to see more of that like in the old days where there'd be a movie that would come out in the 70s that was about the 60s.
Where were you in 62?
So I really like, for musicals, I really like The Sound of Music. I really like Mary Poppins. I know they're both Julie Andrew movies. Sorry.
No, it's all right.
You don't
I
have
like
to
the
apologize.
I like the Disney animated musicals, like The Lion King, Beauty and the Beast, Snow White.
I just didn't want to be too obvious with those ones.
Yeah, I really like Fiddler on the Roof. I really like, for recent ones, I really like La La Land, like Alex said. I really like Les Mis from 2012. I thought that was really well done. I really like, I feel like I'm saying that a lot, sorry.
Did you like any of the Russell Crowe memes from that movie?
I
Came
did,
out
and I'm one
afterwards.
of the minority where I didn't think he was that good, but I didn't think he was as bad as everybody said he was. I thought he did the best that he could from obviously the circumstances. I thought he acted the part really well.
I haven't
Yeah.
seen the movie, but I have seen the memes
Yeah, there's so many.
where it's just
I
him
want
being sad.
Yeah, I wasn't really on social media then, so I kind of missed some of that. But I'll have to go back and like look at some of those. And then for Sword and Sandal, I really like the ones that haven't been mentioned. The Robe, that's a really good one. I really like, although it's kind of divisive. I really enjoyed Cleopatra with Elizabeth Taylor. I just thought it's a peak like epic Hollywood
Peak excessive
thousands of
Hollywood.
what?
Peak excessive Hollywood.
Yes, peak excess Hollywood, exactly. And it's too bad that that movie kind of led to the end of that genre for a while, but which is okay because that happens a lot with genres of movies, which is a topic for another day. Um,
Yes.
and the original Gladiator, of course. I would like to see some more of those kinds of movies in the future. And then just for historical movies, I mean, obviously, I've talked about this a lot. Gone with the Wind is my favorite movie of all time. Recent ones I've seen, Dr. Zhivago is really good. I think, Matt, you would really like that movie.
Trying to watch it with my grandmother, but she wants to watch it on a day when it's very snowy. It's like a snowed-in day.
oh,
Never
that's
got
be
the
a good
chance
one.
to see it together.
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know. We
Yeah.
like getting no snow. And yeah, so I like those are kind of. I just wanted to take it in a different direction. You guys probably weren't expecting me to take that topic in that direction.
No, but
No,
that's
I
okay.
wasn't expecting it. No, that's fine.
Yeah, I want to do something a little different. But yeah, go see those movies this weekend. I probably won't see them right away. I think I'll wait till the crowds kind of die down a little bit. Are you guys going to see them both on the same day or no?
Probably
No,
not.
because I will be working, which will
Yeah.
bring me to my next topic.
Yeah, here we go. I'm looking forward to this one.
Yes. So, if all of you remember from your Kino Therapy lore, I work in a movie theater, a very busy movie theater.
Yeah, you're like in a prime spot, man. Right off
So
the highway, near a lot of things.
We won't say where, just
Yeah, I
so
won't say anywhere just for I don't want anybody like harassing you.
or doxing him for that
I
matter.
I think I'll be fine. But thank you for thinking of me.
Yeah, you're
But
in a
anyway,
busy you're a busy theater.
Busy theater. We're gonna get slammed. First Wednesday showing of Wicked, over 100 people in just
Wow.
pre-sales.
oh
We're a theater that
oh,
also gets quite a few walk-ins too. So
Oh, it's coming out on a Wednesday?
on a Wednesday, that doesn't have the same ring to it.
I thought
know.
it was. I think it was doing early screenings and then.
Oh, and they're going to include it in the box office. Yeah, after the fact. That's right. I forgot. Some movies are doing that now, which is kind of stupid. But
Yeah.
But
So
anyway,
on the week in which we are currently recording,
yes,
not to date us, is the week when Wicked and Gladiator is coming out. So by the time you're watching it, it'll probably already be out. And what will also
Yeah.
already be out, if I'm gonna have to guess, will be Moana 2.
yes,
I expect all three of these movies to be big.
and
yeah,
they probably
probably
will be. Yes,
this will probably be the biggest month of movies for the year, I would assume.
And these films will carry us into December, where we will be watching Mufasa Sonic, obviously.
oh yeah,
No, I'm not doing that.
yeah, no.
See, it doesn't happen. It doesn't work naturally.
Make it three names.
And Nosferatu.
Um. So,
No, but I get what you're getting at.
do you want to hear the horror stories from working in movies?
Yes, I know one
Yeah,
of
you
them.
haven't talked about it. You haven't talked about
So,
it for a while, so
so in
give
working
us
at a
your
movie
best.
theater, we do have a lot of horror stories where it's gotten so incredibly busy. I also I don't know if anyone knows this about me, but I get agitated real quick, and overwhelmed at a lot of things. It's
Mhm.
something that I've got to work on, obviously. So, uh, doesn't really help that I work in food service at a movie theater. Um, but there you go. Uh, and okay, so one of the busiest I've seen our movie theater. So we're near a event center. I'll call it that. And over there was recently this year, I believe, a a Metallica concert.
Oh yeah.
On the second day of that Metallica concert, we got slammed with people coming in, buying, getting pizzas, tendies, and all that. The problem was, um, the Metallica concert was, they
They
had
weren't,
moved it back because of the weather.
Oh, I didn't
and
know
we're
that.
and were most of
So
these people not even seeing a movie?
everyone was getting like hot. No, they just came in because they were getting food because it's less expensive in the movie theater than it is
Yeah.
over at the center.
I'm sorry,
Is
but they
is what I'm
shouldn't.
calling it.
I'm sorry, but they shouldn't allow that. I know it's good money for the theater, but that they shouldn't allow that unless you're getting a movie ticket. I'm sorry,
We
because that's a
uh
lot on you guys too.
I remember I got slammed one time when and I ended up making pizzas. I was like, all right, I don't want to do fryer duty. That's going to be too much. Because not only do I work at a QSR stand, QSR standing for quick service restaurant, where we make coffees. Excuse me. We scoop ice cream. We do pizzas. We do Nathan's branded foods, so tenders, hot dogs, fries, and all that stuff. Not only do we do that, but we also are the kitchen for the slider bar that is right next door. So we make sliders. So sometimes we will get slammed at both ends. Oh, that I should have rephrased that.
I don't know. It's all right. And the food
Oh,
you're talking about too fits that.
Uh,
but anyway,
we got slammed at both ends by people hungry for hot dogs. No, just kidding. Um,
God damn it.
the glizzy guzzlers,
The Glickeds.
the Glickeds. Oh my god, that sounds like a
A porno.
No, no, no. Glicked sounds like some sort of like a group you'd have in school. You know, like a popular girl group or something. You know, like
Mm.
this like a clique.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Those girls over there, yeah, those are the Glickeds. Huh. They keep to themselves.
You're right. Oh yeah.
uh,
So tell us some stories. So the big crowds when you guys get slammed.
Um so basically why I'm doing this is to tell you all proper etiquette, what you need to do in a theater, especially when it's busy.
Especially
So,
on a weekend like a weekend that I know this is after the fact, but a weekend like two big movies coming out, it's important to have proper etiquette.
yes, it's important to have proper etiquette, and yes, uh, sometimes workers do need proper etiquette as well. But
Yeah, but and again, not because obviously have proper etiquette all the time, but not just when there's two big movies coming out. I wanted to preface that.
exactly. So, but the basic gist of what I want to put forward is you help us, and then we will help you. So, Sorry, I'm having a bit of a mind for a blank of the mind. I'm
And
doing this
Alex
all
and I
off
could add
off the
it
cuff.
from us. We are the audience perspective. You're the worker perspective.
Absolutely. So basically, stay in line. There will be a single line at a single register. I can't tell you how many times that I had to yell at this disorganized grouping of people in like a singular line when there's 3 registers open.
Oh, that's
Just
so
just like a large grouping of people, just kind of around the and I'm like, get into 3 lines, please. Please get into 3 lines.
That's
Do
annoying.
do you yell?
Not all the time, but I've yelled it, being like, all right, we have 3 registers open, 3 registers. But sometimes I would like, everyone, please get in line. We got 3 registers, and it sounds like kind of rude, but you know, it's like,
Well, if they're not
But you don't
listening to you,
do you give a fuck?
always be kind and courteous to your server.
That should go without saying.
This should go without saying.
I was going
all
to
the
say
time.
that.
But especially on occasions where it's pretty busy, a nice
Like the
customer
weekend
will
or
go along.
Like the weekend or a Friday night. Sorry.
A nice, sorry, it does happen very coincidentally. We'll be like talking at the same time, and then we'll pause,
You can cut
and
that
then we'll
out. My
start talking,
bad.
and then we'll start talking at the same time again, and then we'll pause again. It's kind of funny. No,
Yeah.
I think it's kind of funny, but
All right. All right. Go ahead. So you said it particularly happens when?
did I say that?
Yeah.
I forget what I was saying.
You were saying that with like proper etiquette when it's really busy, specifically during times when
So when it's really busy, the proper etiquette and being nice to the server will be tremendously helpful.
amen to that.
All right, just a little things that pet peeves. So because we're really busy, one thing that we do at the QSR section, we give you little tickets with numbers. We will call your numbers when your food is ready. Sometimes we'll even give you a sort of a wait time on some things. Like when it's not busy, some foods are like 5 to 6 minutes. But we'll tell you up front if something takes too long to make.
Right, but you can miss your movie.
So one thing that we do is, like our burgers. Our Nathan's burgers are actually frozen. Unlike our slider burgers, which are thawed and refrigerated. So we say those burgers will take about 12 to 15 minutes to make. Will that be fine? Usually when I say it, I usually say it in a way it's like, oh, I want to be helpful. But what I'm really saying is, please, for the love of God, get something else. Do not get the burger, please.
What is it, 50-50? For people that get it and don't?
Sometimes they'll get it, yes. And I'm like, damn it. And then
Get
I
something
won't
else,
say
please.
I won't say damn it. I say that in my head. I say please get something else sometimes.
Please.
When it's not busy. When it's busy, I will say that in my head. But then then when they say yes, in my head I say damn it. But outside I'll say, and what do you want on it? Do you want lettuce, tomato, pickle, or onion?
I will say I've never had a burger at a movie theater. I've never have. I've had just about everything else except a burger.
Mozzarella sticks?
I've had mozzarella sticks a few times, actually.
Have you had French fries?
Oh, yeah.
You know that fucking hold on, I'm gonna get off topic real quick. But there's this tweet that will there's this no, it's fine. There's this tweet that goes viral every couple of months. It's like, man, I'd go to the movies if we were served this instead of popcorn, and it's like a big bucket with like French fries in it. And it's
Yeah.
like, I am so annoyed by that now because I've seen that so many times. It's like one of these things that you see viral just pop up every single time that says the same exact thing, and it's mostly from people who just want the revenue from it because they're getting like money from tweeting that now because you can do that.
You know what? Another meme I see too, Matt, and this is related to the etiquette. It'll get you back on topic. Is my sister brought this up to me. I think it happens at least once or twice a year where this meme will pop up where it'll be like, oh, make sure like if it's okay if you have leftover popcorn because if you throw it on the floor, that'll give the workers something to clean up and
Yes.
do.
Yes.
Oh God damn it! Yeah, no. Don't be an asshole.
Hold on. Yes,
Like I see
I
that
will
meme
talk.
once or twice a year. It always pops up.
Yes, I will talk about that. No
Yeah,
problem.
don't be an
I'll get on that.
asshole.
I'll
Yeah.
get
All
on
right.
that.
Anyway, back.
That's basically this whole segment. Don't be an asshole.
Yeah. All right.
We should make that the title of the episode.
Don't be an asshole moviegoer.
Don't be an asshole. It could either be don't be an asshole or I don't know. Don't make Glicked a thing.
But
Don't
anyway,
get glicked. Don't get glicked.
We'll brainstorm this later. We'll brainstorm this later.
but if you
anyway.
intentionally make a mess,
Yes. All right. So, we will tell you when your order is done. We will say so. Please be patient. On that. But one thing that does irritate me and I feel is off-putting is when people stand too close to the stand and watch us making the food.
That's
Please
weird.
go away.
That's
Please
weird.
you can just stand there. You can stand there and wait on your phone. But please please don't look at me making your food, please.
Matt, you know what you should say to them? Matt, you know what you should say to them? You should be like, "Oh, do you want to help me make it?"
I don't say anything, but I mean, just please don't. I know you like have nothing to do. You're just waiting for your food because you gotta go in your movie and stuff like that. We do have seating areas that you could sit in and wait. You can stand there. You can be on your phone. You can talk to your other like people that you're with or something like that. Just don't look. Please don't look at me. I'm very. Sometimes I'm very shy about making food. Okay. No,
I know. I would just say to them, "Do you want to help?"
No. There's been a lot of like. I could tell you some stories, man. There's this one guy. He got the burger, and I told him the time, and we cook it a specific way. We cook it, like I said, 12 to 15 minutes, and that's to make sure that the burger is thawed out, not frozen, cooked through, right? We have to cook it at a specific temperature, or at least over a specific temperature. The most edible, the edible temperature for beef is over 165 degrees Fahrenheit. I'm sorry for all of you around the world who don't know what that is, because the United States is the only place that has Fahrenheit. But suck it up. I'm not looking the conversion up.
I thought
So
you were
165 degrees Fahrenheit.
I thought you were saying we're the only place on Earth that has beef.
Soon that will be the only thing we eat. Thanks to RFK Juniors, a beef eating program. All beef, all steak. I don't know if he's a steak guy. You know, one of these people who are like, just eat beef and steak.
Maybe he's a clam chowder guy.
Maybe.
I don't think he grew up here though. I think he grew up in New York. But anyway.
Okay. Did you see? Oh man, I've been going off topic the whole episode. I apologize, but RFK, did you see the picture of him with Trump and Elon and the rest, like on the plane, and they're all eating McDonald's? That is so fucking goddamn funny.
It is, like, but it also, to me, I was like, oh, this like, oh, look, we eat peasant food.
Why would you be on a plane with a Kennedy? I swear to God.
Right.
No, I like what Zack said. We're eating peasant food.
Peasant food. We're not that much different from you all.
All right. So there was this one guy, he ordered the burger. and I cooked it. I told him the time it was, and he was just standing there, and he was complaining the whole time. It's like you're burning it. You're burning it. How long is this gonna take? And I'm like, we cook it to a certain temperature. I told him everything that I just told you, right? But he wasn't having it. So after like, I made sure it was up to temp, and I just slapped it the cheese on, and I just slapped it in the bun, and I'm like, here you go. I literally wanted him to go away. It was like one of my least favorite
Did
customers.
you say it like that? Here you go.
Well, no, obviously. I don't remember everything. And then there was this one guy, because we were busy, he was waiting for his fries, and he's like, how long is this going to take?
And it's like, why don't you shut the fuck
And then,
up?
and then we gave him his fries, and he said to the one person there, he's like, I hope you choke on them. And it's like, and it's like, fuck you, buddy. Fuck you.
He said you hope you what? Choke on the fries?
Yeah.
What a dick. Was he with his kids?
No, he wasn't. He was just waiting for his fries.
That was an
Yeah, but he doesn't
asshole.
have to like be an asshole, yeah.
Do you have any female women stories?
Oh, please.
Yes. Okay. So there was this older lady. All right. So we do get a lot of older customers. We get a lot of older customers sometimes when we have an opera. We have the Fathom events like Metropolitan Opera showing.
And you work a lot during the morning and during the day too, so that's when they come in.
And there's this one time where we had, so we usually get people asking for coffee, and there was this woman there, and it seemed like she was standing. I thought she had already ordered, but apparently she hadn't. And then she ordered. She wanted a caramel latte. Well, I thought, oh, why don't I just make that a caramel macchiato? It's basically the same thing, frankly.
Oh God!
Just with a little more caramel sauce, not with the caramel flavor.
I already know where this is going.
Okay, so she was waiting a while because there was already a backlog of other coffee-related orders. So I'm doing them, and she's waiting them. And you can tell by the way she looks that she's getting really impatient, right? And then I do the macchiato. I finish her order. And I said, oh, one caramel macchiato. And then she says to me, it's like, latte. I wanted a latte.
Yeah, calm down.
And I just get so upset, but I have to like cover it with a mask of okay. And then she leaves, and I walk past another employee, and I'm like, she was such a fucking cunt.
What happened? She didn't get anything?
No, she got her latte. She took it. The macchiato. She took it, and
But she's like, I ordered a latte, and then just walked away.
Yeah, I ordered a lot. Yeah, she just was kind of uppity about it, which is why I turned around to another employee and called her a cunt.
Let me guess, she heard you.
No, she didn't. So I didn't get in trouble, but I probably shouldn't use that word at work. It was just, I was very upset with how that customer talked to me. So
rightfully so, honestly.
So, I know I shouldn't say it, but you know, I don't know. A good attitude, especially when there's a lot of wait, there's a lot of orders going in. Obviously, we'll tell you if it's gotten really busy, but I don't know. An acknowledgement of our workload does get. It sounds like I'm being like, please, you know. Please understand me. You know how hard everything has been. You know, I don't want to sound like that, but
yeah, Matt, get off your soapbox.
Yeah, it sounds like I'm on a soapbox now.
No, I'm just kidding.
Man, I should end the segment now. No, just
no,
kidding.
I really like this topic. Go ahead.
All right. Another thing, I've had someone when I worked at concessions, I've had someone come back saying that their popcorn wasn't warm enough. It was stale or something like that. I've had it happen twice. Like an older woman saying like, "Oh, it's stale," and then like a mother-daughter come back and being like, "Oh, this is stale. We want a refund." And I'm like, "Oh, well, okay."
What about just other popcorn? Just get more different popcorn.
Luckily, I didn't pop those batches. I'm sure any batch that I make is the best batch, okay? it nice and warm. I make sure it's nice and warm, guys. Okay.
All right,
All
all
right.
right. Calm down.
I make great popcorn.
You do.
All right.
You do.
Now the best, that's up to interpretation, but I make great popcorn. All right. Okay.
Matt, what about like other stuff in the lobby, like that people do
Um.
that could be better?
Hmm.
Like, you have people that are like, "Oh, I don't know what to see."
See, the problem is I have maybe next episode I'll tell my stories about working at self checkout because
I probably have some stories like that too. I don't know if this is also part of Kino Therapy lore, but I worked at Walmart for a while.
That's
yeah,
right.
no, I'm definitely going to talk about that next time with hearing Matt talk about this because I've dealt with a lot of miserable bitches.
Just like no running in the lobby. That's one for kids. So kids, stay with your parents
Do you go
and,
Mr.
and try to
Mosby
be
on them?
kind and courteous.
No peeing on the
If
floor.
if anything happens, like you drop your drink, always tell us. We'll get an usher or someone will come out with a mop and stuff, and clean that up. If you spill
You
your
ever see
popcorn,
somebody puke before?
Ew,
Is that-
Zack.
people have puked. Sometimes they try to make it at least to the bathroom. Sometimes they won't.
Sorry, Alex.
Sometimes they
No,
won't
no,
make
I'm
it.
just kidding.
Oh, damn. Apparently, this happened recently. I didn't have to clean it up, but apparently, like, recently, there was a woman that threw her shit.
What do you mean?
Threw her shit. She
Like
shat
okay,
and
her
threw
okay,
it.
actual
that's an
shit?
actual.
Yes.
That's an actual ew.
Yes.
Ew.
She threw shit.
That's so
Insert
disgusting.
ew.
Yes.
That's so disgusting.
There
That's
is
really fucked
there
up.
is like actual regulations and procedures that need to be in place whenever someone has to clean feces.
I
Obviously.
mean, that's a biohazard.
Yes, it's a biohazard, so you have to make sure that you have the proper PPE, which is basically that's your whatever you use the things you use in order to clean
Kind of funny it's
or
called that.
use
The
stuff like that.
PPE.
PPE, yes. Whatever you need to specifically clean up those materials because various biohazards like anything like blood,
Matt, where
vomit,
was it?
feces.
Matt, where
It
was
was
it? In the bathroom?
it was near the women's room. Yeah.
Oh.
Now I didn't know this. All I heard was an usher saying, "I have to clean up poop." Now I thought, oh, it must have been those guide dogs that I saw going in earlier. So I assumed it was
It was the
dog poop.
dog.
I assumed it was dog poop, right?
How dare you stereotype
No.
against dogs?
No, it turned out it was I don't know, some insane woman or something. I don't know. I don't know the actual events to which all I heard was
Yeah, I don't even want to say
woman
if she was
threw
like
her
special
poo.
needs.
So there was that. Also, okay, in the lobby, like I mentioned, try to form into nice filed lines, right?
Mm-hmm.
No running in the lobby. No having sex in the game room, please. Don't
Oh
do that.
God!
Because apparently
Why?
that's happened. Yeah, just don't do that.
Yeah,
Fuck?
don't have sex on top of a Miss Pac-Man game and make it a you know what.
No,
don't
it's one of it's one of those like enclosed like games that you seat in, and it's got like a shooting game in it.
Oh, like the Jurassic Park Terminator games.
Something like that. Yeah,
That's
it's one of those. Don't do that, please. Actually, just don't have sex in a movie theater. We've gone over. Also, if you know your Kino Therapy lore, I probably told you all about the time where I think I might have caught someone having sex in a movie theater one time.
during a showing of Secret Life of Pets 2.
We all
It's like the
we
most-
all know Secret Life of Pets
Yeah,
2.
I think you did talk about that. I think that was one of the first in our rebooted podcasts.
Yeah, that's like the weirdest movie to fucking.
Well, that's why
I'm
they
sorry.
picked it. It was a 9:30 showing of it, right, Matt? Or like a 9 o'clock showing.
It was a late night showing of it, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like,
But,
why would you?
All right,
Ghost-
so yes.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, please. Let me say this.
Do
Please
not-
keep your sexual activity
To a
to-
minimum.
At least do it in your car.
just not in the theater. Please save it for private bedrooms, hotel rooms,
a car, a
a
street,
car,
a
glory
kitchen
holes.
table.
Just not in the movie theater, please. There are no glory holes in the movie theater. I assure
Oh
you.
my god.
Pause.
Please just don't.
Keep it G in the theater.
I guess this is kind of a good transition. Matt, what about talk about like in the theater, like in the movie screening, in the movie theater etiquette, and when people leave the theater.
Please be kind and courteous to your neighbor while watching the movie. Please silence your cell phones. You
And
know?
please shut the fuck up.
Also, don't stop taking pictures for your followers on Instagram saying, "Oh, I'm watching a movie," while we're in the middle of the movie and the lights have already dimmed and stuff like that.
Yeah, because
Stop
one that's
doing that. Turn off your fucking flash, morons.
What about the people that still record movies?
Okay. Do not record movies. It is
That's
illegal.
illegal.
All right.
It's illegal. Can't you like go to jail?
I don't think so, but
Oh no, you can go to jail for pirating movies, like freaking like mass producing them.
It is against the law. That is all I know. I don't know the criminality and the actual like penalties for recording in the theater specifically. But I do know it is illegal. But above all, I assure you, your fucking mini DV camera will give you the shittiest looking cam of all time. No one is going to want to torrent your shitty little cam. They're going to wait until the HD copy is available, okay?
Matt, you know a lot about this.
New rule. I'm doing a Bill Maher here. New rule. No cams. We should not support cams, okay?
Mm-hmm.
My Bill Maher. Okay.
not the cam.
They're just
you think of, Zack. No, I'm kidding.
Yes.
Really, it's just a bad looking product above it being illegal.
What about the people that ask questions during a movie?
I mean, it's fine if you're in your house, but in a movie theater, okay, if you whisper it, then that's one thing.
Yeah, our movie etiquette has definitely changed since like I don't know, 100 years ago. Where you watch a comedy, everyone's laughing out loud and talking with each other or something like that. But it was like, I don't know. Things have gotten different. I don't know. Everyone's not personal with each other, you know? Like if you went to like the one theater in your town and you like your town is small enough, you know everyone. And it's like a big event. You're all seeing the same movie. And you're all like laughing out loud at the funny bits, crying out loud at the sad bits, you know? It's like an experience together with your town. We don't have that really.
Also,
the only
like,
thing we have is like, oh, clapping like seals when the superhero comes on screen, you know?
Or just I miss people used to always clap at the end of movies when I was a kid. Now they don't do that as much.
No.
I kind of miss that.
I like when you do it.
I know. I usually start it now. Do you guys notice that?
Yeah.
I usually start it and then everybody else starts clapping. Oh, Matt. Also, people used to dress up nice and go to the theater. Now people like go in their freaking PJs.
Yeah, they got. Oh, we also sell blankets, and we will sell promo blankets for movies.
Oh, one of my friends that I go to the movies with, she always brings a blanket.
Sounds like my
She's
mom.
always cold.
Also,
yes.
oh yes, please. Okay, so our ushers do have the job of cleaning the theater afterwards,
Oh, yeah,
making
it's a good
sure
one
that
to, yeah.
yes, and making sure that the theater is presentable for the next group of people that are watching in the same theater. Usually it's the same movie, but not always. But we have ushers. Their job, the thing they get paid for, is to clean the theater. This doesn't mean leaving all your shit behind. Just yesterday, a group of people, and this is like a group that is apparently known to the theater. You know, it's like that kind of a family. They left their popcorn and all of their things behind, and they just dropped ice cream on the ground.
Assholes.
Like,
Wait, Matt, somebody should talk to them if they know who it is.
they just dropped. It's like this wealthy Irish family or something like that.
They dropped ice cream on the floor.
Yeah, and the kids think they're real G, you know?
Yeah, like, don't be an asshole. That's the moral of the story.
They have not seen Allah.
I like how that has gone. That little joke has gone like a little inside joke with the group now. They will not see Allah.
Yeah, Matt, what do you think of that whole thing? People are like, "Oh, throw your popcorn, leftover popcorn on the floor to give the movie theater
First
workers
of all,
something to do."
First of all, I think that that
if you
post,
do that, you're a prick.
I think that post might just be bait. You know?
I think it's for shock value.
Yeah, Mad Max pointing up. That's bait. Yeah, you know.
But it's like they gotta clean the theater anyway. What are you talking about that they give them something to do? They have to clean it anyway.
Yeah, no, I do remember when I first saw the post, and I went into prophylactic shock, and I'm just like, no.
Yeah, I feel bad for all the workers of the movie theater industry that had to see that post. I'm sure that was really triggering and annoying.
It is one thing to drop your popcorn. It happens.
Yeah, even if a few pieces fall.
It's an accident, of course. I don't think I've seen someone been like, "Well, I'm done with this." I've never seen anything like that.
Yeah, they're like, "I'm done with this." Proceeds to dump all the popcorn on the floor.
What I see most often is like people accidentally spilling it, or something I've got is like someone coming up to the concession stand asking for a different bag because they put so much butter on it.
Are you fucking
in the
kidding
self-service
me?
butter station that they're like, the butter has seeped through the bag. It's like, you know how much you're gonna get a heart attack with that much butter. Please.
Yeah, we don't need any more. We don't need any more Paula
shit.
Deans, please.
God damn it.
Oh, Matt, I don't understand why people leave their sodas in like the cup holder. Like, how much effort does it take to pick the empty soda up and on your way out and throw it away?
Apparently a lot.
It takes
Zack,
that much
new
effort.
rule. How about you take your soda and bring it to the trash, liberal?
Yeah, bring your if you liberal, if you care so much about frickin' the environment, why don't you throw away your soda instead of littering it in the movie theater?
Why don't you recycle it?
Yes. Yeah, that'd be even better.
Or is that too woke?
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh man.
Do you have
anything else?
Anything else? You want me to do some more horror stories?
I would say do maybe 3 more.
All right. So there was this kid. Their family had apparently eaten spaghetti and then gone to the movies. This was back when I worked at the Regal with Mike.
Oh yeah. Where would they
Uh,
eat spaghetti? I wonder. Olive Garden.
I don't know. Maybe. But,
Probably.
they ate
But
ate
anyway,
some
brought
ate something
spaghetti.
pasta related, and then they were going to the movies and they were seeing Frozen 2. And one kid just went bleh, and threw up. But they were in. All right, so if you remember, so the Mike's Theater, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Theater 14. It was in. You remember that one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
At the very top. The very top of the theater, and I was asked because I'm the oldest and I can be able to clean that stuff up. I was the one that had to clean it up, and I had to lug the mop up and the thing, and I had to lug up all the other stuff to clean it. And it was not a fun time because this is happening while the movie is going on.
Oh, so they couldn't turn the lights on?
No, because there's other people in the theater.
They should turn the lights on.
This was during Frozen 2's little reign there.
I wonder
Oh,
what part it
geez.
was on. Imagine it was on
I
the
don't
part
think
where
that really
the blow up
matters.
song.
What
Very
matters-
unfortunately, it was at the very beginning of the movie.
Well, that's good.
So I think they got their money back and they left.
Because I was
That's
going to
good.
say, yeah.
Yeah, that's stupid.
Mhm.
I mean, I feel
Yeah.
bad for the kid, but I mean, I don't know. There's not really a right or wrong. There's not really an answer for that because you can't really predict that happening.
Just like
But
with
it was,
you and me that one time.
yeah,
What
it was
else?
it was his body, his choice. So
I mean, I yacked in a restaurant because I choked on
he
food.
wanted to do that to his
Zack.
body. Go right ahead.
Zack.
I
I'm
yacked.
trying to make light of the
I
freaking
know.
awful election that we
Hey,
had.
you know what? It's not as bad because I yacked on a table because of Zack once.
Where was that?
At
Yeah, that's right.
the house.
Was it? Oh yeah, I remember. It was a Texas Roadhouse. I was right.
You weren't there, but he basically said Jerry Jones is an asshole while I was eating, and I choked on my food and threw up on the table.
Yeah, and you don't go back to the Texas Roadhouse, right?
I haven't been back since. No.
We'll have to take you
I mean
back
that's
there.
fair. I went there last time, and they were still talking about you. No, just kidding.
I'll say the
I mean-
last time. Oh, I thought you were gonna say that wouldn't keep me away. What would keep me away from going back? There was freaking a big deal our friends made about how to split the check.
Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know why there was just a big kerfuffle about doing the check. Like I don't understand.
Yeah, it
I
really
don't
did not
know.
get that complicated.
No, but
I
at
was
least
I almost walked
Really,
out
we had like a
on
team
it.
of mathematics trying to figure out like it was like those scenes in Oppenheimer where they're trying to figure out how to create the bomb and arguing about it. And it was kind of like that, only stupider because it was about a check at Texas Roadhouse.
You're right. Oh, anyway, two more stories, Matt. Two more horror stories.
2 more horror stories.
Yeah.
I dropped a whole entire mop in an empty theater once. And I got wicked pissed about that, and I'm like, I'm going to quit.
What, like the bucket and
Yeah, the
everything?
whole bucket.
Oh, how'd that happen?
I got
What'd you
so
do?
upset.
What'd you
I just
do?
accident. I was just taking it out, and then it just tipped, and it just fell over, and I got sad.
Oh,
sorry about that.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that does sound annoying.
What else? Okay. If you're gonna smoke weed before going to the movie
Oh
theater,
God, I already know where this is going.
Oh, I think
Please.
there's a story. I have a story about this that's in the Kino Therapy lore. But go ahead.
set your weed intake just a tiny bit low. Because we will obviously know that you're high. Okay? We're not stupid. We can smell the weed on you. We know you're coming in at like 10:20 at night to see the last showing of whatever you're watching. We know you're here to have a good time. Obviously, you pre-gamed it, but
I mean, do it at your house, god darn it.
now I'm not saying you don't have to smoke weed before coming in. You don't have to reek of it,
Oh.
please.
That's fair, yes.
Oh. Ew.
Yes, please do not reek of marijuana.
Marijuana.
When I saw Black Panther Wakanda Forever, I think I told you guys the story. I think I might have mentioned on this podcast, but just briefly because I know Matt mentioned his weird story about Secret Life of Pets too. There was a guy openly vaping in the showing. He did it once and people said stop. And then he did it a second time and a mother got up from her seat at the beginning of the movie and was like, "Yo, can you do that somewhere else? There are kids here."
God damn it.
Oh yes, please don't smoke or vape in the theater, please.
That
Thank
happened.
It's not
That happened.
simple.
And there's always something that happens. Because then in the first Black Panther movie, a kid was kicking my dad's seat. And then he did it so much, my dad was like, "You stop kicking my seat, please." And then they moved like way far in the back.
So that
My
happened
dad-
for the first Black Panther movie?
Yeah, and then the second Black Panther movie, somebody was vaping. So the third movie, something else will happen, I'm sure.
Oh
If there
god.
is a third one, yeah.
I heard there might be what, Denzel might be in it?
Yeah, which would be kind of cool. It's going to be one of his
I mean,
last films.
All right, now I'm just starting to think that these movies are made just to inconvenience Zack at the theater.
Yeah, so maybe I shouldn't see Black Panther 3, guys. If something could happen. Anyway, Matt, anything else? Oh, yeah, you said you want to say one more thing. There was another
Okay, yeah.
story.
So no smoking or vaping in the theater. This will go in with the no sex in the theater. Don't masturbate in the theater.
Oh,
No,
pause.
I'm joking.
Don't masturbate in the theater. You want to do that? You can do that at home.
Yes, please do that on
All
your
right.
own time.
Yeah,
Yes.
please.
Apparently that happened, and I think I've told you when that happened at the theater when I worked with Mike at.
Yeah.
There was this person who was just jorking it in a showing of the film Little, which is huge
What
red
a weird-
flags.
What a weird movie to jerk off to.
What is
Big
that movie
red
about?
flags.
What is that movie
Huge
about?
red flag. It's big but reversed.
Oh, that's right. Forgot about that
And with
movie.
black females.
Oh.
I'm like, when I heard like that was the movie, I was like, oh no.
Oh, I think I remember
Oh.
you telling us this.
Oh,
Oh no.
Yeah.
What happened? Did
Well,
they catch
so
the
bad
guy?
because it's big but reversed. Like that's
Did
a
they-
very good way to put it.
Did they catch the guy?
Well, yeah. I mean, I don't know what happened with the guy, but yeah, they obviously.
I mean,
caught
that's
the
like
guy.
that's like freaking Paul Rubens-esque.
Yeah, poor
Or Jack
Rubens.
Nicholson in The Departed with a dildo.
Or Jonah Hill in Wolf of Wall Street.
Yes, no public masturbation, please.
I mean, that goes again, like Alex said, that should go without saying.
No sneaking into movie theaters.
Aw. No,
Especially
joking.
you little kids trying to sneak into R-rated movies. I
Well,
know. I know
They
you
said
all
it
were
happened
trying
in
to do it
Terrifier,
with.
Terrifier 3 it happened with. There was an uptick in Wild Robots ticket sales that weekend.
Oh, of course there were.
Oh, I would have assumed that it was just because it was a good movie.
I need to see that
Well,
movie.
yes. Yes, but they said like there was evidence that kids that were seeing the wild robot actually were sneaking into Terrifier 3.
You see, that actually makes sense. I've told you all the story about when I caught some kids trying to sneak into a theater, right?
No.
All right. There was this group of kids, and it was a grouping of like teenage boys and girls, and they all had a ticket. And I see the movie that they were going in, and I'm questioning it. Right? I'm very like, So this was October 2019. This was when Joker had come out, right?
Ooh.
Oh yeah.
These kids had tickets to Downton Abbey.
Come on.
I'm like, I'm like, you're gonna be in theater 3. Here you go.
How did you not laugh?
They walk past me, and I turn around and I watch them so that they can just crawl into their theater. Right?
I'm sorry. That was funny.
Luckily, Joker is in theater 1, which was right behind me. Right?
Yeah.
So, and then a couple minutes go by, like I don't know, about 10 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes. And an older lady comes out, and she says, "Oh, I'm in this theater. I'm watching Downton Abbey. There's a group of kids, and they're just running around and causing a ruckus." And then I'm like, "Okay, I'm gonna get a walkie, and I'll get a manager down, and I'll have them go in and see if, about that." And not like a minute or two later, those same kids run past me and out the theater.
Oh jeez.
Wait,
They
they were
didn't-
running in Downton Abbey?
Yeah.
I had a similar experience when I saw
Oh.
one of the Annabelle movies.
They didn't even get to sneak in their movie. Like, what the heck?
Yeah, why did they even sneak into the movie? Did they get scared?
No, they didn't even get to sneak into Joker. They were obviously trying to get into Joker. I can tell.
Oh.
Yeah. That's
But I
something
didn't
very-
let them, and they were pissed. So they stayed in their theater and caused a ruckus, and then they left.
Yeah, something very
Big
similar
waste of money.
happened.
Anyway, as you were saying, Alex.
Something very similar happened when I saw one of the Annabelle movies. I think it was the second one. I can't remember what, the family-friendly movie of the time. Oh, yeah, no, I remember. There were these kids. They were trying to buy tickets to the Emoji movie.
No kid's getting a ticket to Emoji Movie. You shit me?
They
and
even know it's bad.
I see the second Annabelle movie, and they're bouncing a basketball in the theater
What?
and just causing a ruckus. Oh no, like my experience at that movie, that's like a whole different topic for a whole new episode.
Did you complain?
Yes.
Oh
But-
man.
And these kids, they're bouncing a ball.
I
No,
thought, what did they say? No playing ball in the movie theater.
but yeah, no, that whole experience, that's like a whole topic for another episode.
Bad theater experiences Alex has had.
Yeah, no, like that's gonna take up like a good like 20-30 minutes. So
Oh God.
it was that bad.
Damn. Yeah, they're usually horror movies, aren't they, for you?
Yes.
That's why you don't go to. That's why you don't go to a lot of them in theaters, right?
Right. But yeah, no, I'll
Yeah,
get
so
into
kids,
that.
if you're gonna sneak into an R-rated movie, get one that matches your demographic. Jeez, don't be dumb, okay? No, just I don't want to give them advice, but yeah, don't sneak into theaters. Just see what you want, and if you want to see an R-rated movie, watch it with a parent
Adult.
or guardian who is over the age of 18.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
But
yeah,
yeah, I think we can wrap it up here.
Yeah, good way to wrap it up.
yeah.
Don't be an asshole.
Don't be an asshole. Be patient. Be kind and courteous. Follow basic things. Stay in line. Also, I don't know why people do this. So we have like ropes that rope off areas so that way people don't
Oh yeah.
just go through like one specific part when they get their tickets taken.
Yeah.
When people leave, they like to go under it.
Why?
I don't know.
That's
I guess they don't know that they could leave through the side exits.
but that's
Oh.
Or
that's so-
just around the same place where they went through when they got their tickets taken.
Yeah.
You can you don't have to do that.
but
Don't go
that's
under the rope.
stupid either way.
Also, if you don't have your ticket, don't go under the rope. Just don't go under the ropes, please.
Yeah, just do not go under the ropes.
Yes. So follow proper etiquette. When you're buying your ticket, when you're getting your ticket taken, when you're getting your concessions, and when you're in the theater, just make sure you follow everything, and everything should be copacetic with you, your neighbor next to you, and all of the other members of the audience who are here to watch this movie and participate in this beautiful moment. This beautiful moment of movie going that you are all experiencing at the same time, on the same spot, at the same time, on the same planet, in the same galaxy. Film.
Yes.
I don't know.
Good way to end it, I think.
And don't have
Yes.
sex!
God damn it.
Don't
Alright,
have
goodbye.
sex. At least wear a condom, please.
All right. Goodbye.
Please. RFK's gonna get rid of condoms soon. He's gonna be like,
Oh,